Corn has exploded higher plus 6.18% to $438.25, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Wednesday, July 1st, and this is your complete global market briefing. The market is lacking a clear catalyst today, leading to choppy, two-way price action. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 edged higher plus 0.79% to $7,499.36. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. NASDAQ 100 is up plus 1.68%, trading at $30,276. Investor sentiment is being shaped by TSMC versus Nvidia. Which RE semiconductor stock should you buy in July? Yahoo Finance Australia. Dow Jones ticked up plus 0.26% to $52,319. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong micron earnings, Moo, Avgo, Google in focus, StockTwits. DAX ticked up plus 0.34% to $25,081. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is trading lower by minus 0.23%, at $10,472. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, Rumble's Bitcoin by What's Moving Markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 5.84% to $314,500. HBM 3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. ASML made a dramatic move today, surged plus 5.65% to $1,989.44. The EUV monopoly is one of the strongest competitive moats in all of technology. AI chip demand for the most advanced nodes directly benefits ASML without the execution risk of being a chip maker. Watch for any update on the 2026 to 2027 capacity shipment schedule. TSMC surged plus 4.94% to $477.57 in a significant session. AI chip demand has created a demand floor that insulates TSMC from the consumer electronics cycle. High-NA EUV ramp at N2 and beyond represents a technology advantage no competitor can replicate for years. Watch the next earnings call for any commentary on 2026 capacity allocation. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, surged plus 3.71% to $101.65. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst for the stock. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, Rumble's Bitcoin by What's Moving Markets. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong micron earnings, Moo, Avgo, Google in focus, StockTwits. Turning to commodities. Brent crude dipped to $72.20 per barrel, down 0.99% on the session. The move follows reports that core differences between West Texas Intermediate, WTI, and Brent crude and the effect of the Iran war. EnergyNow.com. WTI crude dipped to $68.77 per barrel, down 1.05% on the session. The move follows reports that core differences between West Texas Intermediate, WTI, and Brent crude and the effect of the Iran war. EnergyNow.com. Natural gas dipped to $3.24, down 1.07% on the session. This comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $3,998.40 per troy ounce, down 0.61% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold slips as US-Iran tensions spark inflation, rate hike fears. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $464.55 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical. Always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.27% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.32, losing 0.05% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.74, gaining 0.5% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline. Moneycontrol.com. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.